Most people run from discomfort, but what if everything you want, growth, confidence, success, lives on the other side of it? What if the uncomfortable moments you avoid are the exact moments shaping who you're meant to become? This video is not about feeling good, it's about becoming great. Let's dive into why learning to love discomfort could be the most powerful shift you ever make. Discomfort isn't failure, it's not weakness, it's a signal, a compass pointing toward your next level. We feel discomfort when we step into the unknown, but that's also where all transformation begins. Think back to any time you truly grew. It didn't happen on the couch. It happened when you were stretched, stressed, or even scared. Your best self was born inside a storm, not outside of it. Growth lives where comfort dies, and comfort is a liar. It tells you to stay small. It convinces you that safe is the same as happy. But safety is often the enemy of progress. The longer you avoid discomfort, the longer you delay your breakthrough. The people who succeed aren't the ones who avoid the hard stuff. They're the ones who lean into it. They get comfortable with discomfort because they know what's on the other side. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it often leads to regret later. That skipped workout, that avoided conversation, they felt safe today, but they cost you tomorrow. Struggle, on the other hand, feels terrible in the moment, but it leads to strength, it leads to growth, it leads to becoming the person you're proud of. Comfort is a drug, and it numbs your ambition. It whispers, you don't need to do that today. You can try later. You're fine just the way you are. But growth doesn't come from lies, it comes from action. The truth? There's no shortcut to self-respect. You earn it. Through every uncomfortable choice you make, each time you choose discipline over ease, you build trust with yourself. Each time you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you become stronger. It's not about never feeling fear, it's about not letting fear drive. You'll be uncomfortable, yes, but you'll be alive, engaged, awake, in motion towards something that actually matters. Everything worth having demands a price. Confidence, courage, clarity, they're earned in uncomfortable moments. You don't get stronger by avoiding pressure. You get stronger by walking through it over and over again. Want to become fearless? Then stand in your fear, breathe through it, don't run, face it, and do the thing anyway. Because avoidance makes fear grow, and action makes it shrink. That phone call you've been dreading, that difficult decision, it's not going away, but neither is your power to face it. Growth doesn't feel like fireworks. It feels like frustration, confusion, doubt. It feels like pushing through fog, not dancing through sunshine. But that's the exact moment most people quit, right before the shift happens. If it hurts, keep going. If it's hard, lean in. That resistance is the door to your next breakthrough. The pain you feel now is just weakness leaving your comfort zone. Start seeing discomfort as your training ground, your teacher, your coach. It's shaping you into someone resilient, someone unshakable, someone who doesn't fold under pressure but grows from it. You don't need to conquer mountains every day. Start small. Wake up when your alarm rings. Take the cold shower. Say no to that second slice. Send the email you've been putting off. These tiny acts of discomfort, they're bricks, and each one builds the foundation of your future self. Every time you choose the hard thing, you're casting a vote, not just for productivity, but for who you are. You're saying, I'm the kind of person who follows through. I'm the kind of person who faces the storm. And that identity, it's stronger than motivation. Motivation fades, but identity stays. So build the identity of someone who thrives in the tough moments, who doesn't need the world to be easy in order to move forward, who moves anyway. The truth is, no one escapes pain, but you get to choose your pain, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, the pain of sacrifice or the pain of staying stuck. When you start choosing the discomfort that builds you, you stop suffering from the discomfort that breaks you. You begin to live on your own terms, not as a victim of circumstance, but as a force of resilience. Here's the secret no one tells you. The uncomfortable path is the only honest path. It strips away excuses, it reveals who you are, and more importantly, it reveals who you can become. When you embrace the fire, you forge strength. When you stop avoiding the hard things, they stop controlling you. You reclaim your power, not by wishing for an easier life, but by becoming someone who can handle a harder one. Comfort is a cage dressed up as luxury. It may feel safe, but it keeps you small. Discomfort, that's the wilderness. It's unpredictable, it's raw, but that's where your real life begins. Don't fear being uncomfortable. Fear staying the same. Fear looking back in 5 years and realizing you played it safe. Fear wasting your potential because it was easier to scroll than to strive. Learn to love the uncomfortable, not because it's easy, but because it's honest, because it's how you grow, because it's how you earn pride, purpose, and peace. So the next time fear whispers, "This is too hard," you answer back, "That's how I know it's worth it." Embrace the burn, walk through the fog, love the challenge, because the you on the other side, they're worth fighting for.